Hi, it's July 15th, 2020. I'm looking under the Small Business Administration, U.S. Small Business Administration, Disaster Loan Assistance, COVID-19 Economic Injury Disaster Loan Application, and they tell you fill out this form here. And for me, I would be the applicant is an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship with or without employees or as an independent contractor. I got the information for how to do this under, I'll show you the webpage. Okay, so the link for this will be under my video. It's on USA Today, and it has a ton of commercials. But this is from the Motley Fool on July 14th. Uber drivers, artists, freelancers, here's how to get $1,000 from the coronavirus stimulus check. And it has all this information plus tons of advertisements. Just go down here and start reading. Um, don't pay any attention to this stuff. There's advertisement. Keep going down. Here we provide some answers. Am I eligible? And then they tell you what you need to be eligible here. Another commercial. Don't pay any attention to that. You need to be a sole proprietor of a business with or without additional employees, or an independent contractor, or a freelancer, or a gig worker. And how you apply is you go to this website and click on that link, or the link that I provide below, and the information you need to provide is how little information you need to fill out. Here's what they ask for. Just don't pay attention to any of this stuff here. Your social security number, gross revenues, cost of goods sold, like what did you need? Like say if you're a painter, do you need paint, paintbrushes, etc. The date the business was first established. Again, you do not have to have an exact date. Get as close as possible. Remember, these grants are only available to those businesses in business before January 31st, 2020. And your business phone number. If you don't have a separate phone, provide your cell phone number. Is there anything to look out for? They talk about what could be confusing. Business legal name and trade name. If there's no specific name, enter your name in both boxes. Organization type, choose either sole proprietorship or independent contractor. Business activity, some jobs do not fit neatly into a job category, so pick something that's close as you can. And then bypass this commercial number of employees. If you work on your own, the number will be 1. Do not forget to count yourself. Is your business owned by a business entity? The answer is no. Ownership percent, type 100% to indicate that the business belongs solely to you. Finally, there are 2 things to look out for on the final page of the application. One question asks if anyone helped you fill out the form. If you filled it out yourself, skip this portion. Just below are bolded words, I would like to be considered for an advance of up to $10,000. Check the box next to it as an independent contractor, freelancer, gig worker. You are not eligible for a $10,000 grant, but checking the box indicates you want $1,000 for which you qualify. That's the $1,000 grant. How do I let them know where to deposit? And they said this we found to be the trickiest portion of the application. You will need to provide some information about your bank account, generally found on checks. The grant application asks for your bank account number, first the series of numbers at the bottom center of your paper checks. Next, they ask for the routing number. The routing number you can find out online for your bank if you don't have checks, and then you should have your own bank account number. When will they be deposited? The SBA says that you'll receive your grant within a few days of completing your application. That said, there is no real way of knowing how long it will take to process the scores of their applications pouring into their system. Those who have already received grants report deposits are made with no email notification beforehand. If you're waiting for yours, our best advice is to keep an eye on your bank account. And then you ignore this commercial. Are there any strings attached? Yes, but they are manageable as long as you are aware of them. The $1,000 grant is tucked into an offer for $10,000 economic disaster loan. So when you fill out the application for the grant money, you are also applying for the $10,000. which, unlike the grant, must be repaid. The good news is you don't have to accept the loan when it's offered. As long as you do not sign, now get this, as long as you do not sign the loan agreement, the loan offer expires after 60 days. The grant is yours to keep no matter what. But because you may be offered a loan along with the grant, a hard inquiry will be run to check your credit worthiness. According to the SBA website, applicants who are not approved for a loan may still receive the $1,000 grant, but it is important to remember that a hard credit inquiry can temporarily drop your credit score up to 10 points, although it's typically less. If you are in the process of taking out a mortgage loan or financing a vehicle, applying for new credit, even if you have no plans of accepting the loan, it may not be a good idea. If recent history is an indicator these funds will not last long, you can use the grant to help get you through. Now is the time to apply. So then here's a little bit of information about Motley Fool. So I'm going to go back to the application now, which is on the SBA website, and I will click this, and then I will go through and fill it out. And I'm grateful for you, and I'm here to serve.